Hello gamers and welcome to this winner's semi-final match in the Castlevania Aria Star Randomizer Tournament 2022 as part of SpeedGaming Live. I'm Smile, along with me I've got Garny Texas to watch this race between Lunix and Halgorithm. How you doing, sir?
I'm good tonight, how about you?
Pretty good myself. I wish my cat was not sitting on my map that I was going to use to track where our areas are. Looks like we've got Tiny Devil as our starting soul. I think some, gym clothes and a broadsword, and the gym clothes do not sell for all that much.
Yeah, and it looks like the weaponry is too expensive, but we do see slime, which will be very nice to have for the end.
Helga is picking up the Armor of Water, which is a decent choice. Going without a weapon for now. And there's 10 potentially important things in the castle corridor. That's shown by the soul compass to the right of their HP and MP. That'll count the souls in these canisters that Lunix just broke. You got Black Panther out of it. As well as any ancient books that will tell them the 3 souls they need to become Dracula and get on the path to a good ending.
I really like the addition of the soul compass. It's really helped make seeds streamline a lot more quickly and just like easier to read as well.
Yeah, so I got Dead Warrior at the top of that fountain room. That could be their required yellow soul. We just don't know yet. Soul Compass really helps, like, knowing if you're done with an area, because when it's at 0, there's still items around. They could be useful, there could be good weapons or healing in there, but you don't need them to beat the game necessarily.
Yeah, sometimes there can be a sort of trade-off in the seed if you don't have amazing equipment yet and you're like partway through it. Maybe you should continue searching through an area more, even though you've gotten all the souls, or perhaps it's just better to move on. It's hard to know for sure.
And there is some slight palette randomization going on. It almost looks like a sunset under the moon, or maybe something otherworldly. Got Malphus on the right side here.
Do you like the palette changes on these?
I'm mixed. Sometimes I don't enjoy the flashing that can happen. And that is Kicker Skeleton, so already we've got some moves.
And we see our blue book up in the flight lock section over here as well. Our runners may come back here later, but there's also a chance that there will be a duplicate blue book in another part of this castle, you see.
Yeah, gotta leave that one for now, but could get lucky later. There's 4 things in Chapel. So this is an area randomizer as well. That chapel is not normally there.
On top of the area randomizer, we also have bosses that are randomized, except for the 2 that we're going to be seeing here, where we saw Creaking Skull and then Manticore are not randomized, but the rest of the bosses will be.
Picked up Backdash. Technically gets you 1 check, but is otherwise a nice way of canceling heavier weapons. Yeah, Manticore is just in too weird of a room to shuffle with the other guys. I think that's the idea, at least.
And our runners are pretty much neck and neck at this point. Lunix still has his weapon from the beginning, but Halgorithm has a short sword to deal with.
Yeah, the short sword, 1 more point of strength than the vanilla starting knife. So, making use of Tiny Devil where he can instead. Lunix sneaking up to the top of this room, and there's an Ancient Book 1.
I couldn't catch it. Did you see it? What the soul was?
I didn't either. I'm gonna look at the tape.
Alright, well, Halgorithm will pick it up soon enough. an iron golem on Lunix's side. That will be very nice for just going around the castle. You don't take knockback from monsters, although your invincibility from taking damage is reduced significantly.
Alright, our book says Waiter's skeleton from Une.
It's a pretty easy farm if we need to.
Yeah, there's some right here. And there's a copy of it on the ledge.
Ah, school is always nice to find earlier. There are duplicates of the Skula and the Gravekeeper souls throughout the randomizer, as well as, you know, maybe potentially a duplicate on the book. That's just to kind of help like keep the seeds going further or flowing well, and make sure that we don't last location some of these things.
Yeah, missing out on Skula always feels so bad because it is one of the hard required items to beat the game.
Yeah, and there's pretty much half of the reservoir, you know, the water area in this game is completely unavailable to you without Skula.
Yeah, there are a number of doors into the underground reservoir to try to help with that, but still. Looks like they both decided to leave Chapel via the warp and come back to the shop, see what they can get with some of the things they've picked up. There's a soul on the dance hall ledge, and it's Manticore.
Very nice. Lunix is really good at aiming that tiny devil soul. I am not good at aiming that tiny devil soul to get those canisters.
Well, at least it's not as bad as Ghost.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Yeah, Ghost just kind of goes where it wants. Forbidden Area has 2 things.
It's like a feast out here. And this is at the normal gardens entrance, and I believe Lunix saved, so if he needs to, or if he'd like to, like these checks aren't very good, he can just reset out of them.
And Halgo is also coming right in here. Giant Bat.
So now nothing is unavailable to our runners. They have both Flight and Skula. I suppose if they need to go behind the waterfall, they would still need Undying, but that's yet to be seen.
Yeah, and they can get through 1-tile gaps.
Right. So they could return to Dance Hall. Wait, was it Dance Hall they were at? Yeah, they can return to Dance Hall if they need to.
Yeah, this is definitely a keeper.
Dance Hall. Ooh, tasty meat. I'm seeing more players do that Ripper farm the longer these tournaments go on. I originally saw Barracks do it in the last tournament, and I nabbed that idea. I don't know if it's really helped me so much, but every now and then you see something really nice in that box full of jumpy skeleton, or not skeleton, jumpy fleeman.
Yeah, like somebody talked about it once on commentary, now it's a thing.
Yeah. Aria is a pretty old game, but in this randomizer, like, strats are still being developed as it goes on. Last tournament, Algorithm himself developed a lot of interesting strategies, namely with the slime and the chaos fight.
Yeah, slime and chaos, maybe we'll get to see Were-Tiger movement.
Yeah, I see Chewy using that sometimes. It's a treat.
Alright, we will get to see where this door leading out of the Forbidden Area goes. It's very nice to open up this dead end, so you can only possibly hit one dead end. Bottom of Clock Tower.
Yeah, so thus far, the seed hasn't presented itself as being linear by any means, but each of the areas that our runners have gotten to have been worthwhile enough to continue onwards.
Yeah,
That's
they've got
why.
plenty of door options.
Yeah, but at this point, you know, might as well go through Clock Tower. It's usually a pretty good place. There's extra entrances to check, and there's a boss in case you wanted to get some levels.
Lunix just puts so much effort into not equipping Skula to kick down there.
He's a bad man.
Going bottom checks first, and that's Hippogriff.
I wonder if he'll keep that if this is good down here.
You think Lunix is not going to keep Hippogriff?
Okay.
That's a little bit good.
Yeah. Algorithm went the other direction. He immediately decided to climb further up in the clock tower. So he's seen a couple of these other item checks, and he'll get to the boss before Lunix does, should he go the same way.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the randomized bosses too. First one we've gotten to see. It's
Aw,
Legion.
Man. Low level run initiated. And it looks like the boss behind the boss is our last soul as well.
Yeah, Algorithm's leaving there with a 2, and coming into inner quarters with a 2 as well.
So I'd like to take this moment and remark on the players themselves. Recently, especially, Lunix has been grinding. He's been doing races practically every day, and multiples of them. And Algorithm's just kind of the guy with the brain, you know. He just kind of can do anything, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, if you want to race this game, Lunix at many hours of the day has already made a race room.
Pretty much, yeah.
Back on the castle corridor, Halgo is going to finish up these last 2 checks. Flying armor is one of them.
Oh, there's Undyne, should we want it?
Yeah, there's your waterfall access. So the 2 that are left for him here are that blue book and the dance hall ledge. No, he got that. Huh, what's the other one then?
I can't remember.
Well, there's one thing in the underground cemetery.
I'm a huge fan of if I see the cemetery, and even if there's one thing, I'll just go in.
It would have been pretty accessible early on too, because it was just right at the end of the castle corridor.
Yeah, true.
Of course, with like waiting, I'm not sure if it's going to be something super valuable here, but it is one thing.
Yeah, and also, thankfully, Headhunter is here. It'll upgrade the shop. It's not a super difficult boss either. Durandal is more than enough, as well as the Manticore Soul that Algorithm has.
Yeah, I love Durandal.
It reaches surprisingly far.
Second copy of Backdash for Lunix. That was one of the souls in here. Looks like the other one is behind the Galamoth checks.
Oh wow, Reservoir is empty.
Yikes. That is 2 possibly important items out of 21 that are here. Oh, that is a Grey Soul. That could be... Oh, it's Slide.
Not very necessary, but nice to have. I wonder where Study could be then, because if you were able to get Slide and like the Sphere 0-ish checks, then perhaps Study has something you might want.
Maybe it's out the other dance hall door.
Yeah.
I think Halgo was thinking about going up to the top floor door, but decided not to.
Lunix is heading towards the waterfall and reservoir. There are several checks here as well as an entrance that's pretty close to the warp. If he isn't satisfied with it, he can just back out.
Oh, that's a Balmung and a Gungnir.
Pretty interesting weapons.
Whatever that soul was, he already has it. Wasn't long enough of a name to be Wader Skeleton.
Yeah.
Alright, Halgo is gonna do this room now.
Now they're in the same spot. Oh, here's our study, at least one side of it, connected to reservoir. 3 souls in here. There's the backdash locked soul, but other than that, if you have Malphus, you can get anywhere else in this area.
So we did get a blue book check, by the way. Halgo went and picked it up. It's Manticore from Death, so they've already got that.
Very nice. Both Lunix and Algorithm are no strangers to guessing one or maybe even 2 of the Graham souls. We might see that tonight.
I was kind of hoping for the reversed. I was hoping for like early books and then either hard to find or have to seriously think about farming souls.
That would be pretty fun.
And already Une would not be too bad of a farm. Out of left side reservoir, we have top floor.
Ooh.
So top floor is one of the areas you have to find to beat the game, and the other side leads back to Castle Corridor.
Oh, and Algorithm did not... That's right, he didn't get Hippogriff. He didn't go down in Clock Tower.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
there's the Wader Skeleton. It's in study.
So Lunix has 2 out of the 3 required souls. Still don't know what the yellow soul is needed yet.
And study was connected to dance hall.
Ah, see? You had the guess. You were right.
Yeah, well, that guess isn't gonna get me past Grand.
True. That being said, I think I misspoke earlier where I thought our runners had seen Dance Hall already. It was Chapel. So, this other side of the Dance Hall could lead to potentially Gardens. It's a right entrance.
That's a third book. That's Iron Golem from Lubican. Was that in the shop?
Iron Golem? No, it was in Chapel, I believe.
Okay, well, still found it one way.
Yeah, that means Lunix is definitely in go mode as far as the souls are concerned. He would just need to find Gardens eventually.
Gardens is a later problem.
Right. Well, the immediate problem, if Lunix were to go ahead, is not very amazing equipment, very low level, and not a lot of healing either.
And he hasn't expanded the shop, so probably looking to get something pretty pricey here. Oh no, he didn't buy anything, he just sold things.
Interesting.
He does have to go back to the blue book still.
Yo, giant worm!
Giant worm!
My favorite.
Yeah, haven't seen Headhunter Shop, I believe, yet. Algorithm's route has just not brought him back there.
Nice. Sidekick into the merman, gets the headhunter soul on the kill.
Alright, Lunix reads the book. He's set.
Where will he go? Okay, so he's gonna fight
Top floor is right
now.
here, yeah.
Do you think he'll go ahead and try and fight Graham at this point?
Oh, totally.
These kinds of situations makes for really exciting races. I love seeing when Graham and Chaos aren't pushovers. It really brings out the best in the players. You know, how familiar they are with the weapons and souls they have. A lot of variety in this randomizer.
He has all the knowledge. I think he's just gonna try it and then hope maybe Gardens is through the Wrecking Ball door. He is still doing the checks, maybe so just something can bail him out here. Zombie Officer isn't terrible. Seems like Graham might have a soul behind him.
Oh yeah, looks like it. And Lunix is going for it.
I bet it's Galamoth. Galamoth ends up in the endgame so much.
Yeah, but there will also be one more item. Could be... I find Khaled Bolt behind Graham very often.
Alright, anyway, into Graham. He's a kind of a Dracula cosplayer.
Right, low budget Dracula cosplay.
He has fireballs, but he can only throw like 2 or 3 at a time. He's conserving his energy.
He doesn't have a cool cape.
Graham has 3 phases. Don't need to do anything special for the first one. Durandal's dealing 16 damage a hit. You can jump cancel it at least.
Yeah, and thankfully because of its longer reach, you can squeak in like 1 extra hit before you're required to like duck or jump over Fireball.
Alright, into phase 2, the spinny fireball phase. At the end of this phase, Lunix needs to have the 3 required souls equipped. But dealing 16 damage a pop, gonna take a little bit. Getting some help from Manticore. So 3 times 80. This phase has 1500 HP. He's doing the switch right now. Only needs to put on Iron Golem. That is kind of a risk for this fight. We are seeing the expanded shop on Algorithm's side, by the way, selling stuff first.
And there wasn't a lot of really great items here. Just Bale Soul from what I can tell.
I think he just bought Ectoplasm, which is interesting.
Has he seen the Yellow Book yet? He's probably just buying them because he doesn't know what the soul is.
He hasn't been to Dance Hall.
Right, okay. Here we go.
And you were right the first time before your correction, it was Dance Hall.
Man, I am just... I did take a nap and that got me a little funny.
Alright, phase 3 of Graham. His head's much bigger, so the hitbox is actually easier to reach.
Ooh.
This is a little dangerous. That laser deals the most damage in the fight, but he's iframes. Okay.
Ah! Lunix is scaring me.
You can get free iframes from, whoa! 18 HP. But you can just go hang out with the thing that shoots the laser at the top and get some free iframes.
Okay, he made it through. But that's just one of 3 challenges. A copy of Durandal.
Amazing.
This seed is scamming Lunix.
I think halgorithm might have skipped top of dance hall. He just picked up his waiter skeleton.
Yeah, he passed through into study right away. I guess he wasn't interested. Oh boy. Lunix actually farming for levels here on the Red Minotaur.
It does make some sense to me, because like, Lunix is a total gamer and gets through these pretty fast. Algorithm might be thinking he's got to make some plays to be able to keep pace.
Yeah, I agree. And especially after Lunix used like half of his healing items in that Graham fight, he wants some more insurance.
No luck with the Wrecking Ball door.
Right, so neither players have seen gardens yet. I think of the entrances we've seen, there's one of the reservoir entrances? No, I don't think any reservoir entrances are left that could be gardens. Just the clock tower entrance from what we've seen, I think.
So did either of them go through the bottom of Chapel?
Oh, I don't think they did. Yeah, I think they warped out immediately. That's when they bought the Durandal. Lunix has been down here already. Chat in the study. Okay. This randomizer is very dynamic. There's a lot of different skills you need to have to like complete these seats effectively. You know, even our top runners here, they can have trouble keeping things in mind, like where you have and haven't been. And so I mentioned earlier about like some of the entrances that might lead to gardens, and it's always kind of tricky to keep some of those in mind.
One thing that is going to narrow it down a bit is Garden has 2 entrances, and they're both left doors. So if they just keep going through entrances to the right, they should find it eventually.
It looks like Halgorithm is jumping through top floor. He's going to find his way to Graham now.
I think Lunix is taking the long walk to Cemetery. That's what this is.
Oh yeah, looks like it. If he had just gone through immediately for top floor, it would have saved a little time.
He also might not have seen this clock tower door.
Yeah, right. I think he warped out. Oh no, I don't. Halgorithm doesn't have his yellow book yet. This camera's nice. On Lunix's side, that it may be good for Julius.
Yeah, as red soul options go, it's one of the best ones they've gotten. Actually wants this Vijaya. Yeah, nope. Lightning weapons are pretty good, but there's no exits out of Cemetery. So he's just gonna end up leaving that sword where it was. Looks like he's coming in here for a warp, as Hago is back into Dance Hall. He's gonna do the top, he'll find his book, Yeah, that's what he's here for.
Lunix back in the clock tower. He may find what he needs. Determined to not put Tula on in that section again.
Sometimes you have to go with the move.
I like it. And there's gardens.
Halgorithm is Integram.
Oh, this means that the other garden's entrance, exit, or whatever is to Arena, I think. Oh no, that could still be a reservoir.
Oh yeah, we didn't see Arena. But yeah, that could be. Very green sky.
And now it's blue.
I think Lunix is just checking for anything he can use. Doesn't want that katana. Doesn't want the leather plate.
I've seen a few times where claim is like one of the items in gardens. It's pretty funny.
Well, not this time unless it's the lower down item. So at level 11 we have a Julius fight on Lunix's side.
Manticore is doing decent damage. I think that'll be the main source of the damage, and with Rune Ring as well, we'll be able to cast that many times.
Yeah, Rune Ring is so good. Any source of MP regen, just verging on OP, I would say. Anyway, Julius is the Belmont of this game. He comes fully equipped with a whip and jumps and kick attacks. He hits pretty hard and he's got pretty high defense. Also got a lot of HP.
So much HP. It's 4,000 in this first phase, and then there's another phase in this fight where it's 2,000. There's a mechanic in this first phase of the Julius fight where if you hit him 4 times with your weapon, he'll stagger and have some invincibility. That's cancelled out the amount of times you need to hit him if he uses his backdash, his Omnia attack. The souls don't contribute to that counter, and so anytime he uses Manticore, like right here, he still needs to swing his weapon 4 times on him. So an interesting strategy is like whenever you see Julius use Omnia, or when you get that 4th hit to stagger him, you can immediately start to use Manticore and charge it up, and the active frames of the attack will begin right as he's vulnerable.
To cast that Grand Cross to signify the change into Phase 2, he gets the use of his sub-weapons, and no longer has that stagger mechanic. You saw that axe that sailed straight over Soma's head. It's one of them.
Yeah, while he has access to them, I don't know if Julius really knows how to use them. He throws them in the weirdest places sometimes.
Oh yeah, the axe is the absolute worst. That holy water, the like canister that it's in can hit you, which is a little annoying.
Very well done by Lunix.
You even got the Todo Meida for the last hit. I think that was a really cheap Soul Eater ring in the shop. It's also got a Yasutsuna and a Gungnir. Halgo picked up the Yasutsuna. That's a live attain.
Okay, upgrade.
Yeah, we'll definitely take a sword with a bigger hitbox and more attack at this point.
Algorithm gets giant worm. What a blessed seed.
Don't know how much we're gonna see Giant Worm at this point.
Yeah, no. I just like the cameo.
Maybe for Chaos Core.
Yeah, maybe.
It's the Belor All-Star.
Nah, they've got Lilith.
That was the part of the game you needed Skula for, by the way, getting through that water. Lunix doesn't want the soul over there.
Oh cool, he gets a katana. It'll speed up the first part of the chaos fight for sure.
Yeah, Halgorithm wouldn't have had to buy a Yasutsune, there's one right here. So now he's on his search for Garden.
It's a hard quest, but it looks like he has an idea of where it is.
Oh yeah, he's going right there.
Oh, interesting on the mimic kill. Picks up
Yeah,
an extra level up.
Yep, probably values that. I believe that's level 14?
Better than 12?
Oh, 12, yeah.
Oh, wait. Who cares about 14?
I
Anyways,
failed at
okay.
math. Algorithm's at 13 right now. It does find Garden.
Very cool.
So Yasutsune is a great weapon for Chaos Phase 1 because these statues that seal away your primary color souls have no defense, and their hitbox is big enough to eat 2 or 3 hits. And when you defeat a statue, you get that color soul back. You still have use of your gray souls, so Lunix can like use Hippogriff to fly around if he needs to dodge. It's got double jump. Algorithm is also going to check the items in here. What's that ramen?
I really like ramen, personally, IRL. How about you, Smile?
It's okay, I've had a lot of bad ramen.
Oh no.
Alright, into phase 2. The thing we need to beat up is the core in the center, but it's got very high defense. And one way you can fix that is by dealing with these eyes on the side of the room. Now they've got no defense, which makes Yasutsume a great option again, but as you can see it's dealing 1 damage on the core. He's eating a little green orb. Oh no, he's eating a second little green orb! Oh no. Those things just kind of like charge themselves up on your body for a second and a half or so, and then they deal delayed damage. It's a pretty hard hit. It ignores any knockback you might have from anything else you're getting hit by, and that's the kind of thing how you get comboed by Chaos in this phase. Also got the completely random Bone Dragon zooming around the room, who launches big green orbs from time to time. Those spikes in the center hurt too, but not until they start moving. So it can do a little fancy dodging into them if you want. How many eyes are you feeling?
He's gotta go for all 4.
Yeah,
Even
that
with Blade
3
I don't
damage
think
is
so.
not cutting it.
That being said, after that first combo, he's dodged very well.
It's been pointed out by chat that Lunix is not making use of slime here.
Bone Snake is being pretty kind so far in this fight. That's always nice to see. And Halgorithm is in the second phase of the Julius fight. I really like this triple hit strategy that Lunix is employing, where he hits once on the core and hits twice on the eye with his double jump.
Yeah, that's interesting, because you can only really hit the eye twice anyway. Might as well put one into the core.
Yeah, he could have done like with Yasutsume, he could get 3 hits on that eye with his double jump and everything like that, but I think this is probably more efficient damage-wise.
Yeah, then you would only be hitting the center for like 2 instead of 9. Alright, that's the healing gone. Now rev up Manticore again.
Algorithm's into chaotic himself. It's a close race, all things considered. And it's not over yet.
Crowd control these little orbs. Whoa, that is GG
Well
to
done.
Lunix.
Not a simple chaos fight, by any means.
Lunix has finished in first place with a race time of 39 minutes and 53 seconds. And Halgo's close enough to done that we might see him finish this out.
Yeah, at least give it another one try, maybe.
So this race is being simultaneously restreamed on SpeedGaming Espanol, and oh, it looks like Lunix is in here. So maybe we will talk to him first. Algorithm also not interested in the soul that is on the floor.
That Shadow Knight is really scary at low HP. I always get a little bit nervous trying to jump over it.
What's he trying to do here? Might be showing off the extra kick speed you get.
Alright, Algorithm also has his Yatsitsune. He's going to swing away at these, I call them statues. Try and dodge everything as best he can. Lunix made this fight look like a joke, but it can be really tricky if like all of the attacks kind of stack up. You can get trapped like there, where the statue, the dragon, charges at you and something else is aiming towards you.
There is one interesting thing you can do with just like with the thing that shoots the laser in Graham's fight. You can use the yellow statue's lock-on to get iframes. That thing steals your MP, but you can use it to just like face tank and attack instead of actually having to deal with it.
Yeah, it gives you plenty of iframe. I think about the same as if you were to get hit. Oh, Hal remembers his slime. How could he not? Nice.
Yeah, if you put slime in the wall, it creates a lot of noise, but it also just deals continuous damage to the eyes.
It's such a good way to deal with those top eyes, because not a lot of weapons are very good at dealing with them. And so to have the slime just constantly damaging them will just... Oh, it's just so good. Yeah, very efficiently taking care of all four eyes, and now I can focus on the core. Just dodge these orbs in the center. Levitate hitting for 17 a pop.
Mana core for 81, also not bad.
Yeah, at this point it's just play good. Don't do that.
Ooh, did get orbed. Sometimes you can avoid those by, like, I think just being in Manticore long enough that it decides to ignore you. Because there's like sometimes that you pick it up and sometimes that you don't.
Yeah, from what I understand with like the rush souls, if like they're coming from below, like where the bottom of the below the floor even, you'll probably pick it up. But if they're coming from above, they're coming down towards you.
I think he threw out that slime by accident, but there he goes. He's done.
Yeah, much faster fight thanks to the slime and just overall played well in that regard.
All right, we did get managed to get Lunix over to the SpeedGaming Espanol side for an interview, but we do have Halgorithm over here on the English side. Hello. GG, Halgorithm. We are not able to hear you if you are trying to speak.
Oh, sorry. Is that better?
Yep, there you are.
Yep. Sorry, I didn't have my mic set up right. I was just saying that was a stressful race, but at least I finished it. I was trying to... I think me forgetting that I had already checked that one exit when I was trying to find Garden cost me a lot of time, and also I was skipping some checks, trying to go fast. If I had just done Dance Hall earlier and completed it, then I would have had the yellow book, which was the main thing I was looking for.
Garden actually tripped both of you up. Neither of you had
really?
seen it. Yeah. Before you both did your gram fight and then had to look for it.
Yeah, that's not an exit that racers tend to check very often, the upper right of Clock Tower. And I'm guessing the left side went to Arena. I think that was the only place left I hadn't seen, so it was kind of a little branch of its own that didn't connect to anything else.
Yeah, we were thinking maybe like 50-50 that or Eastern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was worried that it was going to be Eastern. I'm actually not sure what other exit I missed that could connect to Eastern. Because I thought I checked all of them, but I'm forgetting one I must be.
Did we see the waterfall?
Waterfall
Yes.
I came out of, and then I kind of did a little waterfall climb and then flew up with Bat for the rest. I think my required red was actually up there, Siren.
Well, your red was actually Waiter Skeleton, and it was
Oh,
in
right, Waiter
Study.
Skeleton, sorry. I'm confused with the practice race I did earlier today. It's funny.
Seed Bleed is real.
Yeah, for real.
I purposely did not want that to happen. I even had like a buffer between that last race and this one, but I don't think it affected me during the race. But yeah, I'm not sure which exit is left that connects to Eastern, but I was very worried that the upper right clock tower was going to connect to Eastern, and I was not going to know where Garden was. What kind of weaponry did Lunix have for the fights? Did he have the same sort of stuff that I had? Do you know?
Yeah, y'all had the same loadout basically at the very end.
Okay, cool. So it was just the Durandal and then the Levitain in Chaotic, which was
Yeah.
nice to see.
Yeah, let's see here. Lunix went into the fight. Yeah, same loadout. He didn't employ slime though. I don't know if he remembered he had it for the end fight.
Oh, really?
So, but he handled it really well without much healing.
Yeah, dang. That's impressive. I'm guessing he used Medusa Head to like katana the top eyes.
No, he actually for one of the eyes he was doing a combination of with Levitain. He was hitting the core on the way up, and then with his double jump he hit the top left eye 2
It's a
times.
lingering hitbox. That's cool.
Yeah, it was
It's a
really
good
cool.
idea.
And I hadn't seen that before.
You mean either?
And then your Chaos 2 fight was really efficient, getting slime stuck on the wall at the top there, on both sides at the same time too, and the katana at the bottom, just done deal.
Nice. Yeah, you can get slime to hit the bottom eyes, but it's hard and it requires taking damage. And since I had no healing, I wasn't considering trying it.
Yeah, and with the katana you don't really need to.
Yeah,
That shop was just brutal.
Right.
it wasn't the best.
The seed was
I
just
had a
not very
Yasutsu, and
kind.
I'm like, okay. I have no strength boosting souls or equipment at all. I think I even put on soldier uniform for Graham just because I needed some kind of strength boost for my Durandal. Wait, did I finish the game with it on? Maybe I forgot to. I think I forgot to equip my gold plate. Well, whatever.
That's okay.
I mean,
58 HP in a dream.
yeah, I didn't mean to take a hit at the end, but I didn't die. I would have just forfeited if I had died, so nice to finish it.
We also have Lunix here on this side as well, if you would like to say hello.
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 GG, sir.
GG's.
Oh, I forgot about the slime at 4 Chaos. I bought slime, but I never use it.
Yeah.
Hard to remember all the time.
Yeah, especially when you're stressed out. It can be hard to remember.
Well, yeah, when you're trying to play fast, you just get like allergic to looking in the menu for too long. So just pick what
True.
works.
Yeah, for sure.
Any thoughts about the seed from you, Lunix?
It was okay. That jam bot, and then that for that the hippogriff was kinda weird, but just that.
Oh, you found Hippogriff. Where was it?
Clock tower bottom, school of checks.
Ah, right. I think I skipped those and I was like, I can come back if I need to.
It had
I saw the boss was
Bubble
Legion. But
and hippogriff.
Yeah, Algorithm only had Bat for flight.
yeah, I'm sure I lost a ton of time to that. I'm not very good at menuing in general. I'm not very fast at it. So anytime it's a bat seed, I lose a lot of time just fumbling about.
Yeah.
I need to practice that.
I did
Well,
see you like head toward the vanilla top floor door above the killer dolls, and then you bailed out. And I was thinking it was just because you didn't want a menu or something.
Top floor door above the killer dolls.
Yeah, the one in the castle corridor.
Oh. Actually, yeah, I was going up there to fly up there, and I was like, wait a minute, I need to grab the book. So that's why I took that weird kind of path over it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I came back and yeah, I guess I tended to go up the right side, but the left side could be fine too. I don't know. This is what I'm used to, I guess.
Well, okay, it was winner's bracket, so this is the end of the tournament for neither of you. Lunix is going on to await the winner of the other semifinals match.
Yeah, that'll be between myself and Vey tomorrow. I'm interested. I'm excited. But then Halgorithm, he's going into the lower bracket, and we'll face off the winner between Amadeus and Jupiter.
Wait, am I?
Yeah.
Oh no.
So you may end up playing Jupiter a second
God,
time.
please no, not again.
No, he's actually on the other side. So
Oh, I
he's,
am. Oh, thank God.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah.
yeah, he's waiting for some people. We'll figure that out in the next couple days.
Okay, yeah. I'm looking at it. So, yeah, it looks like there's
My
4
bad. Didn't mean
candidates.
to get you that nervous.
No worries. If I do win that match, then I will be against potentially Jupiter or either Garni or Vey. And I'm excited.
Yeah, there's too much to call for that.
Yeah. But I'm excited to play against all of you guys. But yeah, GG's Lunix on going into the winners finals, right? Or winners.
Yep.
Dang, that's crazy.
Top 3.
I mean, Lunix definitely deserves it. He's been, I think, of any of us, he's been clearly doing the most practice, organizing all the practice seeds and running them constantly. So I would be happy to see him win the tournament even.
Yeah, huge grinder. Really a student of the game in that way.
Yep.
All right, so thanks for playing to both of you. This was a great race to call. Thanks to Garni for commentating with me, and thanks to Donazuke for commentating on the Spanish side. You can follow the runners. I highly recommend it.
Yep, thanks so much for having us. Thanks for commentating.
Yeah, it was fun to do comms with you, Smile, as always. And
Thanks.
good job to everyone.
And if you are looking for more Aria Randomizer action, if you are awake in, I believe it's 8 hours, Chewy and Vlad will be racing at that time. And tomorrow is a big day of Aria content. We will have the other winners semifinals match between Garni and Vey, as mentioned, as well as Jupiter versus Amadeus. That's 4, possibly 5 games all tomorrow evening. Looking forward to it. These are great players left over. Everybody's great.
Crazy.
All right, and with that, thanks to everybody for watching, and I hope you have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
See ya.